We just got some absolutely massive news for the new Avatar movie. So the Avatar movie just had its wrap party and the crew screened the finished film, and someone accidentally photographed the drinks menu, which just happened to have the new title, the new logo, and what looks like fresh character art for Toph, Zuko and Momo pinned up in the background. This movie has been in production for years and now finally it's done. So let's look at everything we just found out about the new Avatar Aang movie coming out in 2026. So 2 days ago, Brian Konietzko, the co-creator of the original series, posted on Instagram about his new Magic the Gathering illustrations. But at the end, he tacked on a PS addressing fans who'd been asking about the movie, the Aang movie. He said it's done, it's awesome, and they can't wait to share more about it. Now that might sound like the standard creator speak, just hyping it up, but this is Brian. This is the guy who stood up at the New York Comic Con panel and literally said, I want to show you something, but they won't let me, obviously meaning Paramount. He doesn't really do hype posts, so when he stops to address fans on a completely unrelated art post, that's him telling you something that's real. And then just a few hours later, the wrap party posts started coming in. Crew members were sharing that they just watched a screening of the finished Avatar Aang film, with one posting, I cried several times, and another describing it as action-packed and insane. Now these are not marketing people, these are people who work directly on the film, animators, artists, people like that. So they're not being paid to hype up the film, although they do want it to do well. They're not really the marketing guys, so what they say is probably more closer to reality than if it was a marketing guy. Now here's where things get a little bit funny. Someone at the party posted a photo of the drinks menu. The Fire Nation drink looking old-fashioned, the Earthbender cocktail, that kind of thing. But in the background of those photos on the menu, you can clearly see what look like either concept art or screenshots from the movie. I mean, it's probably not screenshots. Morgan Bannon doesn't seem to think they are screenshots, so let's go with concept art or promo art that seem to be in the venue. And we can see the three characters that are visible, Toph, Zuko, and Momo. Toph is the clearest of the three, and she has that distinctive cape detail on her back that matched the early concept art leak from a couple of years ago, which tells you that the core design has been held and they've just refined it from there. She's in a rocky environment in a classic earthbending pose, and honestly it looks great. Zuko is mostly hidden behind the menu text, but you can make out the longer hair that lines up with the previous leaked design. And then there's Momo, the best character of them all. He's underwater and surrounded by what looks to be tree roots, which is either a cool action beat or something spirit world adjacent, maybe something to do with the swamp from book 2 of the original series. It's not really clear, but this is not really a version of Momo that we've seen before. This looks to be something completely new. Now, none of this was supposed to leak. You can actually see another photo that someone at the party posted, which says no photographs and no posting online about the Avatar movie. So whoever did this, I don't think he was intentionally posting anything bad. So please, Paramount, don't fire this guy. Come on. Now, something else interesting in that is we see the logo sitting in the corner of the menu, and we see that the title has actually changed. The legend of is now gone, and in its place is something much cleaner. Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender. Just from the little blurry look we get at this logo, I think it looks much cleaner than the one that was leaked, which was like Avatar, The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender, which was just a mix of all the international titles for the series. I think that was a bit too clunky, and this one looks much better. So the Aang lettering looks like the same font as the original series logo, with a color gradient that's been updated to match the newer branding. More importantly, Avatar is back in the title after years of ambiguity around whether or not we could even use that word, given the whole James Cameron thing. But now it's just there, front and center, like it was, never a question. And The Legend of Aang, The Last Airbender always felt like it was built to cover every branding base at once. And this version just cuts straight to the point. Avatar, Aang, The Last Airbender. That's it. It tells you exactly what we're going to be watching without making us decode it first and what it actually means. And that's exactly what a movie title should do. So I think this is a big improvement. So that's all the new info, all leaked from a screening of the movie by the animators and the artists. So I'm really happy we got this info. I'm really happy that we know it's actually happening. And we now know from Mike that it's actually coming out still October 2026. It's later than we should have had it. I mean, it should have been out years ago, but I'm really glad it's here now, so I'm not going to complain. This movie really is do or die for the Avatar Studios franchise. If this movie flops, the Avatar franchise is actually dead. Now, I'm going to be going over a massive rant from a big member of the Star Wars Twitter community, the Avatar Twitter community, and that's going to show us what the feeling is in the fandom right now. Is Avatar in the right direction or is it not? I'll give you a spoiler, it's not, according to this guy. So we're going to go over that, and I hope you enjoyed all this info. Are you excited for the movie anymore, or has it been just too long? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you want to see more updates on the movies and the new Seven Havens show, subscribe, and I'll be covering everything, including heaps of Avatar lore. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.